What's up, guys? So today I got something special for you. I'm bringing you a UU Wi-Fi battle against my buddy Esqui, and you're probably going to see some more Wi-Fi battles, and the reason is Lithio's doing an event with a couple other of those like league, just like those tournament kind of leagues, not GBA type leagues, but that kind of thing, and it's a with a couple other leagues. They're doing a battle frontier, which I think is pretty sweet, and I'm gonna do the battle dome as a UU trainer, so I'm just gonna take challengers and try and knock people out with UU teams. I think they can only bring like one, they have to lock themselves into one UU team, but I can change it as much as I want. I think I have 7 teams on my DS that I'm gonna be using, and that sounds fun to me because I still really like playing UU. It's an amazing tier, but the thing is I hate laddering so much. Laddering just pisses me off to no end, so I just kind of don't play unless I'm doing Wi-Fi, which, is fun. And this game is not the closest game, but this is just a really fun game for me because I absolutely just trash Esqui 6 ways from Sunday, and it was really fun. So if you don't recognize this team, this is my Fire Squad, which is like the best team that I've ever built, and it's my favorite team to use. Maybe that or my Dog Squad, which is another team that I'm gonna be bringing for some of these, but I'm really hoping that this thing goes through because I really like playing Wi-Fi and I just kind of don't get around to it, and I hate genning. But I have a bunch of teams on my DS and most of them are mine. I stole a couple RMTs that looked fun though, and I guess we'll go ahead and get into a little bit of a team analysis, so let's do it. So yeah, I've got my Fire Spam team. I made a couple changes to it, turned Rotom into a Scarf set, and I changed Doublade to a Gyro Ball set, just for like reasons against the meta. And his team is Mega Arrow, Mence, Crawdont, Wims, Koba, and List, so it looks like just some really standard offensive stuff. Like, I consider the fact that he could be Lead Rock's Arrow, but it's not looking super hyper offense, so I'm just guessing that he's probably just going to be Rock's, Koba, and Mega Arrow. And he's going to lead off with the Lisk, and I'm going to lead off with my Rotom, and I don't have a switch into Heliolisk on this team, so I just have to go for the Leaf Storm and get a ton of damage off, and I do get a ton of damage off, so now it's in range of my priority, which is pretty sweet. And he's just going to opt to Volt Switch, and basically that's perfect with me because he's completely weakened almost for free. And he's going to go into his Cot here, and basically I have to go into, I got to go into Doublade because I don't want to switch in Entei and get it Stun Sport, even though most likely he's going to go for the U-turn. There's no point me going for the Leaf Storm again because then he can just bring in his Ment and set up. And I really don't mind whatever he drops in because I have a good answer to everything aside from Heliolisk. But he's going to go into his Crawdont, and that was a lie because I don't have a really good answer to Crawdont. Basically I said, shit, I don't have a Crawdont switching really, but my best one is Special Defog Mence because after the Intimidate I'll only take a shit ton from a knockoff and then I can roost it off, but then I'll lose my life orb. But he goes for the SD here, and now I'm pretty sure he's not going to be sashed because sash is a terrible item, especially with no hazard control. So I'm going to predict him to not want to die to a Draco and go into his Whimsicott, and I'm just going to go for the Fire Blast. So, we're making plays already, and this is like play 1 of my amazing playbook in this game. So I just toast this Whimsicott and it's gone, and that's good because it's really annoying, but it's not a problem since I have 2 fire types and a Doublade. But he's going to go into his Arrow, and knowing that that Doublade is the obvious switch in, he's either going to go for the EQ or he's going to double out into his Crawdont. So I'm going to go into my Rotom, as I can dodge an EQ or I can get a ton of switch initiative by Volt switching on the Crawdont or whatever comes into it. But he's going to opt to put up the Mega and go for the EQ, and that's not going to do anything. And since I've already shown him Scarfed, I can just click Volt Switch and either do a shit ton of damage to the Arrow or I get the initiative on a free switch, which is what's going to happen, as I'm going to go for the Volt Switch as he goes into Cobalion. I'm cool with this base, and what I'm going to do here is go into my Azelf, and I'm going to set up my rocks, and his name is Intro. These are all after songs from J. Cole's, what's the album? Forest Hills Drive, yeah, that one. So I'm going to set the rocks, and just because of my name and the thing that I set rocks, I'm guessing that he probably doesn't expect me to be rocks 3 attacks, but I am. and I'm just gonna Fire Blast and kill this thing. It didn't do anything to my team anyways, since I had an Infernape and Mence, both of which just beat the shit out of Cobalion, so it wasn't much of a prediction. But here's where the manliest, probably the manliest play comes in. So he's gonna go into his Arrow here, and I know that once again my easiest switch into this thing is Doublade because it doesn't take shit. So I'm gonna predict him to go into Crawdaunt because Doublade is not much against Crawdaunt, and I'm gonna go for the Gleam, and the Crawdaunt comes in and I click Bedazzler and this Crawdaunt's gonna die. So this is just another awesome prediction for me, as I'm just predicting the shit out of Esqui in this game and it feels really good. So he's gonna go out back into the Arrow, and also at this point I'm thinking if he has Pursuit, oh well, because I might die to it anyways, I'm not sure, but I didn't think he'd have Pursuit, and I'm just gonna go into my Doublade now, as it's not going to take anything from anything, as he's just going to go for the Roost, and I guess that's fair because he could take a Life Orb Psyshock after that. But the thing is, this thing can't do anything to a Doublade because it's a Doublade. Look at that, it doesn't even do half, and it's super effective. And now I can just go for the Gyro Ball, and it's going to kill the living fuck out of this Arrow. And all that he has left at this point, I think, is his Lisk and his Mence. And now he's going to go into this thing, and basically I don't have any switch-ins if it's Special Mence, and if he's DD, I can just hit it with a Gyro Ball and kill it with that plus Shadow Sneak. And he's going to go for the DD. It's his only play at this point because he lost it, and his only way of winning would be me switching out and letting him sweep me potentially, but he's not going to sweep me with a +1 Mence, and I could also Intimidate it. So just going to kill it with Gyro plus Sneak. And yeah, it dies, and all he has left is Lisk, and it doesn't matter at this point. I'm just gonna go into my Rotom here, predicting the electric thing to come out and save the 6-0. But the one thing he does right in this game is go for the Hyper Voice, and it's gonna kill my Rotom. I was thinking maybe because Rotom's got a little good special bulk, naturally I could potentially take this, but now Helio's a beast and it's gonna kill my Rotom. So I don't get the 6-0, but still it doesn't matter because I absolutely destroyed Esqui, and we're always shit talking each other. And the thing is, that was complete destruction. We played 3 games. He beat me in the first game, but albeit that was with my weakest team out of the whole 7. That was definitely my worst team. And then I went ahead and just like completely bum rushed him this game, and the second game was pretty good, but I kind of had the game the entire time. I might upload it, but you never know. But anyways, that was fun, and it just shows you that I'm an amazing Pokemon player, and I'm much better than Esqui. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Yeah, it's whatever. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys later with maybe some more UU battles, because hopefully we'll have a bunch of those upcoming. See ya.